morning, everybody. Welcome back to my home. I've been attempting to do this video since Saturday, but things keep changing, things keep changing, and I'll tell you where we are right now. It hasn't changed for us, but this is a final review, MA7 Spring 22 final review, and it's not really going to be a final review because I posted a final review on Noodle, and we're going to talk about that. Please understand your exam 3. That's very important. Let me just talk a little bit about finals. I've never been a big believer in finals. I never let the final exam grade deter the regular grade, at least by much, within reason. In other words, essentially, generally, finals will help your grade but not hurt your grade. Generally, that's a general rule. So that's my opinion. So again, exam 3 is important. If you haven't, please get that to me as soon as you can. Our finals Thursday night, of course, at 5 o'clock in the evening in MAC 225. We'll be talking about that. Let me just, again, I'm not going through the individual problems in this video or anything. I did that. I set you up on Noodle. There's a guide. Let me just start by saying you folks are you're really competent to take this exam. I have a lot of confidence in your ability to take this exam just from preparation. I mean, I'm looking at the problems. So, geez, my student, we can do that. We can do that. We can do that. Secondly, I don't know exactly what to suggest, but we are allowing a one-page front and back. You write as much as you want on this piece of paper, front and back. Sharpen your pencils and write really small. I'm not exactly sure what I'd suggest. Unit circle, if you use that a lot. One thing we ask is no worked out problems. So you have a one-page paper that you can bring with you to the exam. Put your name on it because we will be collecting it and stapling it with the exam. I kind of like this. I used to do this a long time ago. This was instituted by someone else who was teaching this semester, and I always kind of like that. Again, I'm not sure. I wouldn't have suggestions for you. You decide what would be on that. And then, I put up a review of the final on Noodle. One of the things that changed as I was putting that up, I got the actual final exam, and the only thing that changed is the number system. For example, I have 27 problems, I think, and there's actually only 23 of them. Just example, number 1, 2, and 3 for what I gave you is now 1, A, B, C. So it's no different. It's just the number system is a little bit differently changed. Okay, let's go to where we are. In MAC 225 on Friday at 5 o'clock in the afternoon, 1700. MAC 225, I don't know if you've seen it. Here I drew it. Right. I drew it. This is MAC. What a rendition, Brad. That's great. It's an auditorium. The point is, this is a stage down here. I'll be sitting on the stage, I guess. Well, I'll be walking around. You know me, I can't sit still. But there's maybe 90, I think she said 95 seats down here right in the front. They have those little pullover desks, you know. They come out on the right side. So if you want a desk, be down here. If not, there's thousands of seats up here, and so that's the case. These seats do not have desks. I'll talk about that in a second. So there we are. We're in MAC 295, 225, MAC 225, the auditorium. Okay, yeah, I think there's 95 with desks, and there's I don't know, a lot of seats in there. So here's where we are. This is our class, 40 people-ish, 40-ish. The two sections that I'm teaching, there's about 40 of us. In the other, sorry about that. In the other, there's about 45. So there's 2 instructors with approximately 95 people here. And now one of the suggestions was we shove you all in there because there's desks. This is really tight. This is really tight in here to shove everybody in there. So the other instructor is looking to change rooms. So we'll either be with just us, which would be great. That'd be great. I'll bring food. If that's the case, I'll bring muffins. I'm not feeding everybody, but I'll feed us. Anyway, versus the whole, 4 sections, 95 people in which we're jammed in. But here's what I suggest. Plan on not having a desk. It's way more comfortable to sit in the nether regions up here, way up there and spread out. You could sit crossways if you want. I would bring something to write on. I don't know what, a book, just a bunch of pieces of paper. The final itself is 14 pages, I think, with the title page. I think. So you can write on that, and spread out. Again, there was a suggestion that we sit everybody down here when all this came to light. Is we'll just put them all down there, and I said that's pretty tight. And then the other instructor went and said, there's no way I want my students all down there, because you're elbow to elbow. Literally, you're sitting. I mean, there's no room whatsoever, and then then there's the copy cheating, wandering eyes techniques you're all worried about. But that's it. Again, check Noodle for the content of what's on the final. You folks are going to do just fine. But expect chaos in Mac. Mac is not a very good room to take a final. Okay, 6.5 minutes. See you Thursday.